What's going on, guys? Hope you guys are having an epic start to your week. So I've actually had a week off actually from the podcast. So got a little bit of a confession to make to you guys today as to why I've been teaching, well, I have been teaching the wrong people. So I've got a little bit of a confession that I've got to give you guys today and a little bit of an announcement as to what's happening with me and the trajectory of where I'm going. If you guys have been following me on like Instagram or Facebook, you guys would have noticed a little bit of a change in terms of the type of content that I'm posting about. So I wanted to bring this up to everyone. Um, not that I get millions of people that tune into the podcast, but I do know there's some loyal listeners that kind of tune in every single week. So um, yeah, I'm going to go through kind of what's been happening and I suppose the news that I want to share. So we're 120, this is episode 121, I think. So we've been doing this podcast for about 2.5 years, I think, and it's gone really, really, really good. In terms of, well, actually, the reason why I made the podcast is because it forced me to make content, and I use this content to obviously break it up and get quotes from me, etc., etc. But I did really enjoy doing it. And over the last 3 years of building PT Mastery, it's been really, really good to and, to obviously I think we have like 150 odd people come through the program, which is epic. But it is time to make a small pivot. So right now, PT Mastery is in it's in a really good spot. We're doing between 20, 30K a month. But I'm working 5 hours a week. So I've got a lot of spare time. And I don't like doing nothing. So I'm going to um, go in a slightly different direction. So first thing I want to say is nothing's changing for PT Mastery. If you guys still want to work with me in PT Mastery, I'm still open to doing that. However, for the right person. So I'm not just going to take on anyone for PT Mastery because, well, for one, I'm a lot more selective now because I've obviously worked with a fair few people. Um, But the reason for let me go through the reason for the change. And let me go through what I'm actually going to be doing. So it's happened twice now. So two separate businesses. I've been able to in PT Mastery, I only work 5 hours a week. So I'll give you a bit of an idea of my team. I got Scott, who's a client success coach. He does majority of the one-on-one coaching calls, or almost all of them. I do the group coaching calls and the events, and some sporadic one-on-ones. I've got a VA that does admin. I've got a VA that helps me with content creation, and I've got an AI specialist, which is probably more so for the other business. But um, essentially, it's very leveraged. I've got a lot of freedom. I've got relatively good lifestyle. Like I work on myself and on the business like 30 hours a week. I mean, I could sit down and just watch Netflix if I really wanted to, but I'm not that type of person. I'm constantly looking at ways to improve or learning new skills with AI, etc., etc. So what I've what I've since discovered is I'm pretty good at getting my time back. So I did it with Magnum Fitness with my PT business. I had a team of 12 trainers, had a salesperson, social media person, etc. And I was kind of just managing the team. So I wasn't involved in day-to-day operations. In fact, I probably went like 2 years or so without doing a single PT session in the business. So I've done it twice now. And what I've discovered is there's a lot of people, a lot of businesses out there that are working long, long, long hours. And although they're making some good money, some of them aren't even making that good money. And they're just doing all this stuff because quote, they think they have to. But it's one of my big passions to get time back. This podcast is themed on profit, leverage, and lifestyle. So what I then determined is I've been teaching the wrong type of people, which means I've been only working with PTs because I was a PT. But there's some bigger fish that need my help as well. And when I say bigger fish, I don't necessarily mean like bigger businesses, although the people that I'm going to be working with now are bigger businesses because I need them to have like a team for me to help. But I mean, like any industry, I can literally help any single industry get their time back, get their freedom back, get their lifestyle back. Um, in fact, I was just talking to someone like literally 15 minutes ago, and he's got four kids, and he said he never sees them. Even when he gets home from work, he's still doing 2 to 3 hours of admin every single night. He still catches up on weekends. He literally never spends any time with his family. And I was like, well, what the fuck? What is happening? So this is the new direction that I'm going in. PT Mastery is still happening, but I'm launching the leveraged CEO. The leveraged CEO is for founders, business owners who are ideally doing over 250K per year and ideally have a team, even if it's just one or two people. Um, because some things we can obviously delegate to the team, of course, to get the founder's time back. And the whole idea is to get 20 hours a week back. So you can spend it doing, you might spend it doing more stuff on the business, or you might just spend it with your family, friends, whoever. Doesn't matter. But the whole point is to get 20 hours a week back. So it's going to be heavily focused on one-on-one support and done for you systems. So I'm not trying to pitch you guys or anything. I'm just I'm just letting you guys know um, that this is kind of the new thing that I'm going to be doing. So I'm going to be focusing a lot of content on like AI automation, AI agents, systems, managing team, that type of stuff. And I realize for a lot of you guys that are listening to this podcast, you guys are at the beginner stage of business. It's not going to be super relevant to you, which I understand. So if you guys still want help with PT Mastery, I can still help for sure. If you guys are at the different stage of business, then still reach out, still have a conversation with me to see if I can even help. I'm just not actively going to be promoting PT Mastery anymore. So what the show is going to be about now, it's called The Leveraged CEO. All about, still pretty much all about profit, leverage, and lifestyle. But for the people listening to this show, they probably have a bit of profit, but they don't have the leverage and the lifestyle. So I'm going to show you guys some more use cases, examples of how you can get back your time, whether it's hiring team, automating AI agents, that type of stuff. So we're going to do like a different theme each episode. So it's still going to be very tactical in terms of what's possible with AI, because AI is moving very, very fast, as you guys probably already know. But it's not just about AI, it's how you can get your team involved as well. Okay. So you're not going to be able to automate everything. In fact, the things that you should start with, and let me just give you some insights now into this AI world. The things that you should start with is the things that are all back end. So not customer facing, not customer interactive. So like um, bookkeeping, for example, reconciling your zero account. That stuff can be 95% automated. If you're triaging your emails or managing your emails, can be almost fully automated. Doing workflows, tags, if you're using like a CRM like Go High Level. Even you can use AI to do a lot of the work for you. A lot of it shouldn't be completely automated, but a lot of repetitive tasks can be completely automated. So if you guys want more information on that, just send me a message on Instagram or Facebook. But I just wanted to give you guys a bit of a run through of what's kind of happened. So it's not so much that I don't enjoy doing the PT stuff. I still enjoy that to a degree. It is just I have evolved myself over the last couple of years, last 12 months. I've been very heavy into AI and into marketing. And not unfortunately, but a lot of the clients that we work with right now are not heavily involved in AI. The ones that I'm working with AI right now, they've got a team, like their PTs, they've got team members underneath them. So we're utilizing AI to get their time back a fair bit, and I've enjoyed that a little bit more. Uh, and the other thing as well is paid advertising, which I haven't had to do in my PT journey. but I have had to do it. Not had to do it, but I've gotten very good at it over the last couple of years. So of course, I'm still learning, as we all are. But I think I've just evolved and want to solve some bigger problems. So yeah, I'm excited for it. I'm super pumped. I hope you guys are pumped as well and stay along for the journey. If not, completely fine as well. No hard feelings. Um, and of course, just want to make it super clear. PT mastery is still happening and happening, or happening and happening. That's funny. It's still running, and it's not going to stop. I've still got the team doing everything is that's required. I'm still obviously doing the events and stuff as well. In fact, we've got an event coming up in about 6 weeks in Sydney, which is going to be epic. Um, so yeah, I'm pumped. So until next week, I'm going to get back on the train with the podcast. I had about a week or so to kind of decide what I was going to do. But I'm super confident with what we're doing and super pumped for you guys to be a part of it. So I'll see you guys next week with some more specific tips and tricks, tactics on how you can get your time back in business.